Natural niche, the alternative guy and gal.
When you're looking at Christianity, the original Trinity concept is not Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. The original Trinity concept is man, woman, and child, because only a man's and a female energy can create life. So when you go to Egypt, you're going to see that in statues everywhere, man, woman, and a child. Europeans had no respect for women, and they still don't. So Europeans gave us the patriarchal concept, which is why in the Americas and the European countries, we go by the name of the man. But Africa was a matriarchal country. And so I spent a lot of time in Ethiopia. I was married to an Ethiopian. Ethiopia is the only country who was never colonized. So they still stick to their main convention. They named their kids after the last name of the mother. And even in Egypt, in order for you to be a pharaoh, you had to be born from the royal womb of a woman. And what they understood is that the woman is the X chromosome. You know, when you're dealing with genetics and stuff, you got the X chromosome, which is the woman, and the man, we carry the X and the Y chromosome. We are the ones that determine the gender of the baby. But in the first few weeks of gestation, there's no difference between a male and a female fetus. The genitalia or what do you call it? Whether you're a man or woman, that's determined in like the second month of gestation. So the woman is the blueprint. That's why we still got, you know, tits and, you know what I'm saying? Because we started off as female. And so the ancient Egyptians understood, Africans understood this concept. But Europeans had no respect for women. If you go to Greek culture and Roman culture, that's where homosexuality came from. That is not African culture. That's European culture. So you still got popes having sex with little boys today. That goes all the way back to Greece and Rome. And so they would rather have sex with a man than they would with a woman. The only thing a woman was good for in European culture or ancient European culture is to make babies. So when they came to Africa and they were like, yo, they got these, they put the woman on high esteem. We ain't having that. So what they did was they took the woman out of the computation altogether. So now you got a father, now you got a son, and they made up the Holy Ghost. There's no such thing as a Holy Ghost. That's made up. And so Europeans, that came out of Europeans not understanding the Kemetic spiritual system. Another thing, a lot of people talk about God, right? God is a concept, right? God is a concept that's used freely. The word God, look it up, don't take my word for it, was created in the 700s. Prior to that, there was no such word as God. God is a derivative of a German word. Another thing, Jesus, there was no letter J in the English alphabet. I don't know exactly what time frame. I think it's around the same time. But so if there was no J, where did Jesus come from? A lot of people will say Yahweh, Jehovah, whatever. But that's going back to Emperor Constantine when Jesus was created in the first place. So the importance of Kemet in ancient Egypt is that everything that we do today can be traced back to what they created. And this includes science, art, and religion. And I'm not talking about Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. I'm talking about Hinduism, Shintoism, Buddhism. All of those took and plagiarized and copied concepts from ancient Egypt, and they give everything to the Greeks and the Romans. Because like they say, the conqueror controls history. So they're going to paint everything to, you know, to be who they are.
Thank you for joining us for Part 7 of his story Debunked with Timothy Garnes and the Alternative Guy. If you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Click on the logo in the center to subscribe and stay updated with our latest uploads.